name is Chanel and I live in Denton. I'm here for alcohol and I'm 30 days sober.
Well, we don't serve any alcohol here. Did you want something to drink?
I'm an alcoholic, if you will.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah, sorry about
You're
that.
in Denton, like Denton, Texas?
Yes, sir.
Oh, wow. Okay. And and you have how many days? 38 days? Right.
It's about 32 now.
32. Okay, glad you're here. Have you ever been to AA before?
Yeah, I've been to a few meetings. I got out of rehab about 2 or 3 days ago, so I've been doing them once a week since.
Well, you are in the right place. So, um, this is Alcoholics Anonymous. We're going to put up for you in chat what's called a newcomer's slipper step. Excuse me, it's a newcomer's packet. Okay. So you can grab that and read all about AA. Has a
Okay.
bunch of information. And our suggestion in this meeting is come here for 5 days, see how you like it, which would be, let's see, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And this is like an AA workshop, AA class, AA 101, different than most meetings you've been to. So, uh, you'll see. We'll teach you all about AA here. Let's see, let's go to Aaron. Stay on top of that, Lisa. Let them in. Okay, Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca, hi, how are you? How long are you sober now?
Hi Jan, Rebecca Alcoholic. Today is 83 days.
83. Okay, perfect. Okay, glad you're here. Welcome aboard. Dempsey. Hey, Dempsey, hi, how are you? Where are you calling from? And how long have you been sober?
Hi, can you hear me?
Yep.
Um, Not long.
Like working on day one?
Yep.
Okay, and where are you calling from today?
Atlanta.
Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, glad you're here. This is the perfect meeting for you. What's with Robert? Can't you admit him? Clay, how's it going? And are you here for AA? Where are you calling from?
Hey, I'm Clay. I'm an alcoholic. I've got 6 years of sobriety,
Good.
and I'm calling from Lehi, Utah.
You're from Utah, 6 years.
Yep.
Welcome aboard. Glad you're here. Hey, Richard, hi, how are you? Where are you calling from, and how long have you sober?
I'm calling from Iowa and I've been sober 16 days.
Were you here the other day?
Yes, past 2 days.
All right, good. Glad you're here. You're doing the whole 5 day thing, huh?
Yep.
Smart move. All
Ha.
right, it is. It's very smart because you see what happens to the people that don't do it. They just slide on out and
Yep.
back. Okay, glad you're here. Hi, Emily. Hey, Emily. Hello, Emily. How are you?
Hey,
Uh, howdy. And where are you calling from, and how long have you been sober? I'll guess. You're in Georgia.
yes, can't you tell? Three
No,
months.
3 months. Okay.
I forget
Welcome.
how to change the info on there.
The
I got
what?
to get a laptop. I
What are you
forget
trying
how
to?
to, where do you go to change your name? And
Well, you can't change it. Um, I don't think you can right now.
oh, I
Uh,
thought I did yesterday,
oh,
but
you probably did. Don't
but
worry
I'm not
about it.
seeing it now.
Preston's the name changer. Hi, Jason. How are you? Are you here for the AA meeting? Roger in Australia.
Yes.
Good. Where are you
Yeah.
calling? Oh, you're in Florida. Hi. How long have you been sober?
Got about 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Okay. Glad you're
Yeah.
here. Welcome to Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop. Here is Caitlin. Hey, Caitlin. How are you? Where are you calling from, and how long have you been sober?
Hi, I'm calling from Delaware in about 4 months.
Delaware. Wow. Okay. Our president is from Delaware.
Oh, really? That's awesome.
Do you know him?
I don't think so.
Okay. I mean, you never know. It's a small state. It's not like Texas.
Very true.
What the hell's he talking about? I know. Never mind. Um, did you get that there, Preston? No or yes? There you go, Delaware.
Dude, my freaking internet is like not
Oh, I see.
catching up at all.
Oh, I see. Okay, fine. Hey, Caitlin, one more time. How long are you sober?
4 months.
4 months. Okay. Glad you're here. Let's talk to Greg. Hey, Greg. Hi, how are you? Where are you calling from today? How long have you been sober?
Greg Alcoholic, calling from Kingman, Arizona. I've been sober 5 years, 5 months, 2 days.
3 more days you'll have. What is it? 5 years, 5 months, and 5 days.
Yes, that's good. That's right. Yeah. Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you for your service.
I think I've been to AA in Kingman. It's a home of Andy Devine.
Mhm.
And it goes through Route 66. It goes through there.
That, I'm on Antivote Divine right now. Yeah, at a motel. Yeah.
Kingman,
Thank you.
Barstow, San Bernardino.
Yeah.
Get your kicks on Route 66.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. But don't tell me he's going to start singing. I might. You never know. Okay, Robert, there's Robert. Roger. Oh, wow. In South Australia. Hey, Roger in South Australia, how are you? You're near Wallaby Creek, aren't you?
Hi there. No, I actually don't even know Wallaby Creek. Yeah, I'm on day 14 from a recent relapse. Yeah, feeling strong, and I'll be driving today, so I won't be able to share, but I'll be very happy listening.
Well, we're glad you're here. Welcome aboard. Welcome to Newcomers Slippers Step Workshop. Hey, here's Myra. She's back. So, hey, Myra, how are you? And where are you calling from? How long have you been sober? Jan to Myra.
Hi,
Hi.
I'm Myra, alcoholic, calling from Denver, and I've been sober for 10 days now.
10 days. You've been to this meeting before, right?
Yes, yeah, I have.
So what, you've been having kind of a hard time staying sober?
Yeah, I was doing good in the beginning, but now I'm just like more frequently relapsing, but I'm still hanging in there.
Well, what happened to you where you started relapsing? What do you think, what happened? Where it made you slip?
I guess just like these past few times, like it's been anger and resentment and self-pity and just drinking at people or just drinking because I'm angry or just to forget and numb myself.
Yeah. I suppose that's better than taking a bottle of corn whiskey or alcohol, pouring it all over them and lighting them on fire. At least you're not doing that.
Right.
All right. What the hell kind of statement was that? Okay. Let's talk with JT in Luxembourg. JT, how's it going?
All right, Jan Dog. I'm technically in the UK in London.
Oh, no kidding. You're in the United Kingdom, and they fixed
Yes, sir.
Big Ben, didn't they? That's ringing now.
I don't know. I've been busy going to meetings and stuff. I'm here for business, but
Yeah.
it's quite alcoholic here.
Oh, I know. You don't happen to know King Charles, do you? Are you connected with him?
I don't even know the parking attendant.
You don't even know the bars he used to drink. Okay.
No.
Hey, no. How long are you sober now?
149 days.
149. Okay. All right. That's 2 under what I used to drink, which was 151. JMT. JMT. How are you? Where are you calling from? How long you been sober?
Hey, I was just actually retyping my name like everyone else has. I'm in Charlotte, and I've got 11 months.
11 months in Charlotte, North Carolina. All right. And what's your first name?
James. I was just retyping that. I'm sorry.
James, no, we'll do it. We got it. Walisha. Hello, Walisha. Where are you calling from? How long have you been sober?
Wichita, Kansas, and I've been sober for about 3.5 months.
Wichita, Kansas. Wow. 3.5 months. That's where isn't that where the Wizard of Oz took place?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. There you go. Do you have ruby red slippers?
Oh, no.
Neither do I. And we got Jen in them. Well, there was that time, and never mind. Okay, Lori. Oh, Lori. Hey, Lori, how are you? And here's Patricia. Hey, Patricia, how are you? And here's Eric P. Hey, Eric, how's it going? And where are you calling from today and how long you been sober?
Oh, hey, just listening. Thank you very much.
And where are you calling from today? Oh, wait a minute. So we usually ask this here because this is a newcomers meeting and we'd like to make sure no Zoom bombers are here. And
San Diego.
You're in San Diego. How long are you sober?
2 days.
Or not?
2 days.
Working on day one? Okay, that's fine. Okay, good. Glad you're here. Jacob, how's it going? Hey, Jacob. Hi, how are you? Where are you calling from today and how long are you sober?
I'm doing all right. I'm calling from Dayton, Ohio. I've been sober for 4 months now.
All right, good. Glad you're here. Welcome to Newcomers Slippers Step Workshop. Perfect. And let's see, who wants to read today? Hey, I have a question. Rebecca, you want to do the reading for today? Are you a good reader? You like to read? Here she is. I'll make you a co. Or are you busy? Jan to Rebecca. Looks like she's.
Righty. Jan, sorry, I'm driving back from the city tonight.
Oh, you
Yeah.
can't drive and read. Oh, Aaron, hi, how are you? So you want to read?
I would love to read. Thank you.
Okay, cool. Preston's going to put everything up in chat for you to read, I think. Did you already put it up there, Preston? It's kind of long, but and here, in fact, I'll turn your camera on if you let's see. You can turn your camera on too if you want to. So go right ahead. Do you see it? It says, welcome to newcomers. Oh, hi, Aaron. How are you? Welcome to Newcomers
Okay.
Slippers.
No, I have the preamble. Let's see. Oh, nope. Yep, I do have it all. I'm sorry. Okay.
I'm going to turn the chat off.
Welcome to Newcomers Slipper Step Workshop. If you are new to AA or coming back, this is the meeting for you. This group is exactly what the name says, a workshop. We read 5 AA books, work the steps. Oops, I'm sorry. Okay, wait. Work the steps, sponsor you, and give reading and writing assignments. We will teach you an AA program. We will move right along here and people get well here. Newcomers Steppers Slip Workshop is a step workshop. Unlike most AA meetings, it is not a speaker's meeting nor a discussion meeting. It is more like an AA class, AA 101. You want to have the attitude of learning and do the assigned reading and writing. Sorry, I'm trying to move this down. Do the assigned reading and writing on the steps. We will take you through the steps and AA books in short order. So if you are looking for guidance and direction in an AA program, this meeting is for you. Security for Newcomers Slippers Step Workshop. We use the waiting room when you come in and we ask for your first name, last initial, country or city, and how long you've been sober.
Are you on your phone?
No, it's on the side and it's really hard to, because I moved it down and now I can't see where I'm at. Oh, and how long you've been sober. Okay, I got it. And how long you've been sober. We have chat turned off. You can chat with the host or co-hosts. Unmute is turned off. Cameras and pictures are turned off at the beginning of each meeting. We turn them on later. We do not exchange phone numbers. You can get the number of the host for text and support. Here's our email for meeting confirmation. stepsworkshop1@gmail.com. This is good for school, class, work, probation, court orders, etc. The link to the meeting is below that. Security for Newcomers Slip Step Workshop. We use the waiting room when you come in and we ask for your first name, last initial, county or city, and how long you've been sober. We have, that's repeated. We have the chat turned on. Yeah, why is that repeated? Okay, well,
Just read it.
Okay. We do all of the above for safety reasons. Since everyone is new here, we want to protect you. Zoom bombers try to get in, and the above eliminates them. You will notice this is a STEP workshop and not a speakers or discussion meeting. It is like a class, AA 101, AA University. It is very unique. It is a very unique meeting since we use the same principles AA used between 1932 and 1939. Everybody works in the group and moves through the 12 steps to live our lives free from alcohol and learn a new way of living. We are glad you could make it. Announcements. AA in this meeting is supported by our own contributions to Seventh Traditions. You can make donations to @Jann-Scott in Venmo. Contributions go to pay for Zoom, and we make monthly donations to Boulder One AA and Boulder County AA. We spend about $250 a month. This meeting meets daily with the following formats. Bless you. Monday, step meeting 12 and 12, meme Monday. Tuesday, Big Book T-shirts Tuesday, AA inspired preferred. Wednesday, as Bill sees it, Sunglass Wednesday. Thursday, beginners, steps 1, 2, or 3, or any beginner related topic, Dog Thursday. Friday, open, chair picks topic, Cat Friday. Saturday, living sober, virtual background day. And Sunday, daily reflections, Fashion Sunday. Please join me in the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. AA Preamble. Alcoholics Anonymous is a fellowship of people who share their experience, strength, and hope with each other that they may solve their common problem and help others to recover from alcoholism. The only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. There are no dues or fees for AA membership. We are self-supporting through our own contributions. AA is not allied with any sect, denomination, politics, organization, or institution, does not wish to engage in any controversy, neither endorses nor opposes any causes. Our primary purpose is to stay sober and help other alcoholics to achieve sobriety. And then below that is the link to the newcomers packet that that Jann was referring to prior. Come to our meeting for 5 days and see how you like it. We'll put you to work. Please introduce yourself as an alcoholic when speaking. Thank you for letting me be of service.
All right. Cool. Thanks. Appreciate it. Thank you for reading. We got a few people here we want to clear. So I'm going to go to, hey, Dan, if you could come in, please. Are you here for the AA meeting, and where are you calling from today? How long are you sober? Jan to Dan. If you don't answer me, then we remove you from the meeting because we try to protect the meeting from Zoom bombers. Zoom bombers are evil children who come in and try to blow meetings up. And okay, B. James, how about you? You want to come on in and talk to me for a minute? Are you here for the AA meeting? And where are you calling from?
Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I'm here for the AA meeting from Michigan.
And how long are you sober?
1 day.
1 day. Okay, perfect. You're in the right place. This is the meeting. This is the meeting for people with 1 day for sure. And Jacob, how about you? Are you here for AA, and where are you calling from today? And how long have you been?
Yes, I'm here for AA, and I'm coming from Ohio.
Where'd you say you're calling from? You're from Iowa?
Dayton, Ohio.
Dayton, Ohio. Turn your TV off. How long are you sober?
Ohio.
Yeah, how long are you sober?
I've been sober for 4 months now.
Okay. All right, turn that TV off. Pay attention. You're in the AA class. What? This is the zone. Ha! It's like a sports show without talking about sports. Excuse me. The wind started blowing and all my allergies completely went insane. Dan, hi. Hey, Dan, are you here for AA? And where are you calling from today? All right, Dan's not going to. Hey, everybody. Hi, welcome aboard. How are you? This is NEWCOMERS SLIPPERS STEP WORKSHOP. It is a class, and we're gonna get right to it today. So today, I thought what we would talk about is the traditions. We have 12 traditions, and Preston just put the traditions up so you can see them, and we're going to go through them pretty darn quick right here. And that's going to be and then we're going to go around and do classroom work. But that's going to kind of be what we're doing today. So let me see here. Hey, Preston, I have a question. Is Jeff here from Florida today, from South Florida, or not? Thought I saw him. Do you see him there? Lisa, you're saying yes? Would you, oh, there he is, Jeff in South Beach. Okay. Jeff, I'm going to ask you to unmute. I'm going to make you a co-host too. So we're going to talk about the traditions.
Okay, yeah, I'm here.
So just hang on. I may call on you.
Sure.
Get your comments on the tradition. So, and then we'll go back around the room. So this is the first time we've done all 12 traditions in one darn meeting. Hey, and also those of you that are texting me, don't text me. I don't have any answers for you. You can text Preston and yell at him. And you can also text Lisa and ask her, but she doesn't have any answers either. And if you yell at her, then like you get an electric sonic pulse. Okay. No, but if you have like questions, go right ahead, but I'm too busy to look at stuff. So here we go, the 12 traditions of Alcoholics Anonymous. This is the short form. So the first one is and everybody look at this, pay attention. We're doing classroom work, okay? Also, kids, I'm going to turn on your camera. Let me see here. You can start your video now too. And okay, our common welfare should come first. Personal recovery depends on AA unity. Our common welfare should come first. Let's see. Personal recovery depends on AA unity. That one is so important. Because we all stick together, hang together, we can recover together. But if we're in a group and everybody's fighting with one another, then it's not good. The whole group can come apart. You see that happen a lot of times in AA meetings. So we try to be kind and caring. And sometimes people get mad in a meeting or they get mad at a group and they just go, this doesn't work, I'm leaving. Also, if you guys anybody has any comments on each one of the traditions, raise your hand like that. See how my hand is up? So just you can put your hand up and then I'll call on you. So any comments on this first tradition? Jeff, over to you. What do you have to say about?
Yes. Jeff, alcoholic, South Beach. There's a saying I found somewhere in the readings here that says AA brings us together, but the traditions keep us together. They keep AA alive and meeting all the challenges that AA has met since 1932 or 35, whenever. Our common welfare should come first. Personal recovery depends on AA unit. Yes. In other words, we're here to stay sober, but we have to work with the group, and the group must stay sober. The group must stay, and we can.
So here's the deal: our common welfare. So what's our common welfare? Our common welfare is staying sober. Should come first. So all of it, our mental health, everything individually, so important. And so often we just get beyond that. You see it all the time. Anybody else on this tradition? No. Raise your hand if you want to talk about it. Okay. Here we go. For our group purpose, there is but one ultimate authority. A loving God, as he may express himself in our group conscience. Our leaders are but trusted servants, they do not govern. So here we go. A loving God, as he may express himself in our group conscience. So they were really into that back when they first formed AA, because they were all in this sort of Christian movement that had just evolved into a sort of a general higher power. We have group consciences in this group as an example, and then we decide whether we want to keep doing it the way that we're doing it or not. And so far, we've continued to to do it the way we want to. We have had over the past 5 years where groups of people they'll say, oh, fuck this, I'm leaving. And they go someplace else. So the idea is it's not just a group consensus, but we sort of bring God into it. Who is God? God's the power of love. Huey P. Newton wrote that in the Bible. But no, he didn't. He wrote that in the heart of rock and roll, which is, where is it? Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Lisa, do you know Huey P. Newton? But
I do not, but I know the
That's-
heart of rock and roll is in Cleveland.
Oh, yeah.
There
Alan
you go.
Freed.
And there you go. And that's where God is. God is in Cleveland. Okay. Anybody else have any comments on this one? We'll move to the next tradition. Tradition 3. The only requirement for AA membership is the desire to stop drinking. Well, that's pretty much it. They were actually going to take this out after a while. The only requirement for AA membership is a desire to stop drinking, or not a desire to stop drinking, or they had it originally as a simple desire. And then we can throw some other things in there too, like using drugs, drinking, whatever whatever the hell it is today. The only requirement, so that means you don't have to have other types of requirements, like you need to behave yourself. Or like in this group, if you don't behave yourself, we just kick you the hell out because it's a class and we have zero tolerance for bullshit. Now, there are plenty of meetings where you go to where they have all sorts of tolerance for bullshit. Like you go to the Skid Row meeting, even those places don't have tolerance. They'll make you sit in the dummy up room until you get sober. Jeff, anything on this tradition?
Yes. We just did a workshop on it. We did it's by this God-given the blessing that God's given AA, that we have leaders and we just tend to it just tends to work. Nobody
All right,
can
perfect.
give direction or anything.
Well, we have direction in here. The only requirement for membership is the desire to stop drinking. That's true.
You can't
overall.
give directives. You can make suggestions. I guess that's I was confusing. Yeah.
All right, so next one, here we go. Each group should be autonomous except in matters affecting other AA groups or AA as a whole. So that's kind of how we can do what we do here. We're autonomous. We have our own group conscience. We make up our own rules, and as long as it doesn't, affect AA as a whole, we're in pretty good shape. So what does that mean? It's like we pretty much like all the traditions, we record this meeting and we put it on our blog, but you don't see anybody, you don't see names because it's only the audio. So that goes in right in all the traditions with from Bill and Bob forward, they recorded different things. So we do that. We record our classes, put them out there for the world to see them. We're autonomous. Yeah, so we kind of, that's really a really good thing because you find a lot of groups are kind of different and you don't have international groupthink, where people are there are strict, hard rules in AA and you must follow. I mean, there are some people that get into that, they will you'll go to certain meetings and they'll have a specific definition of God. We don't do any of that here. Or they'll have or they just see everything as fits perfectly into their perfect box. So what's really nice is that if your group is autonomous, you can kind of create it the way you want to. Okay, next one, 5. Each group has one primary purpose: to carry the message to the alcoholic who still suffers. Primary purpose: to carry its message to the alcoholic who still suffers. That's exactly what we do here. It's all we do. This is Newcomers Slippers Step Workshop. The only thing that we do here is carry the message to you guys who are new. And not only that, we have a class. We will teach you the basics of AA inside of a month and a half. We'll take you through all 12 steps. We give reading assignments, writing assignments. We're here really for the newcomer, the alcoholic who still suffers. That's exactly why we're here. We're not like, this is not a group loaded with old timers. Old timers show up at this meeting and they hit the bricks. They're like, oh, I don't want to be here. But we're here to save lives, you know,
Yeah.
and help people out, right, Jeff?
Yes, sir.
All right, okay. All right, good. All right. 6. An AA group ought never endorse, finance, or lend the AA name to any related facility or outside enterprise, lest problems of money, property, prestige divert us from our primary purpose. Not that I had any prestige when I got here. Well, let me see.
Finance.
Yeah, okay, I'll never lend, endorse. So, like, sometimes you'll see treatment centers and they'll say that they're AA based. That's kind of a no-no. They shouldn't be doing that. Finance, we ought never endorse or finance. We don't give any money to treatment centers or political causes. They used to do that with the Washingtonians back in the 1890s. They would finance all kinds of things. We don't lend the AA name to any related facility, so you don't see Alcoholics Anonymous Treatment Center or outside enterprise, so you don't say Alcoholics Anonymous Trucking or Alcoholics Anonymous Ice Cream or Alcoholics Anonymous alcohol-free beer. I did see some NA beer once, but they made them stop doing that. Less money, problems of money, property. So sometimes you'll see Al-Anon clubs, you know.
Yeah, would you discuss, yeah, please, the clubs? So I could, the clubs, how the clubs differ from AA. I'd love to hear some more on that. Make sure I got it right.
Well, they're supposed to be just a facility, a hall. We have one here in Boulder. It's called Boulder One. I mean, they attach so much to this. They just say we have AA meetings here and that's that.
Okay.
And each group is they don't have any rules at all. Okay, so next go to the next one, number 7. Every AA group ought to be self-supporting, declining outside contributions. So, like in this meeting, would you put that up again, please? The part about so we're self-supporting here. We have a Venmo account. We spend about $250 a month. We pay for our Zoom meeting. What else do we do? Can't remember. Oh, we make a donation to Boulder One, which we're listed at. That's the club I was just talking about. We also send some money to central office, which sends money to AA in New York, and we also send money to OIAA, which is the a lot of you found our meeting on the OIA listing. So we send them money every month. We send money to Boulder One Foundation every month, which holds a lot of AA meetings. And we send money to central office every month. We pay Zoom every month. We have one person that does some work for us on our podcasts. We have a guy that he's a professional, and he puts up all of our stuff on our YouTube podcast. We pay him some. Father Terry is our he's a Paulist priest, and he's sort of our designated preacher to this particular group. Now, AA had Father Dowling, who wasn't an alcoholic, but he volunteered and did some spiritual guidance for Alcoholics Anonymous originally. So we have Father Terry, and we make some contributions to him. So we totally spend about around $250 a month or more. And there are various people here on Venmo. It's Jan-Scott on Venmo. And there are people here that give traditionally when you go to an AA meeting, people give $1 a meeting. It's kind of the way it goes. Some people do it like the whole month. One guy did a whole year in advance. I'm like, are you sure? Sure. All right. Alcoholics Anonymous should remain forever non-professional, but our service centers may employ special workers. So you see that all the time. Like every big city will have an AA center, or what they call a central office, and they'll have office workers in there who send out literature and answer the phones, all of that. In this meeting, like I just said, we have one professional guy that does up all of our graphics. We had some people in here who were doing graphics for us, but sometimes when you're running a meeting like this and you have a podcast, it's good to have professional people that they're not going to decide to have a fight over whatever. They just do the job. AA as such, never be organized. I like this one. Yeah, you count on that for sure. AA as such ought never be organized, but we create service boards or committees directly responsible to those they serve. So they're talking about organized in the top-down corporate structure. This is more of a bottom-up organization. Okay, 10. Alcoholics Anonymous has no opinion on outside issues, hence the AA name ought never be drawn into public controversy. So, like let's say there was the recent presidential election. When I first started coming to AA, nobody would ever talk about that. Or the political party, nope. Who you're going to vote for, nope. Even to the point of not talking about it in the room, even after the meeting, even out in the parking lot. Here in Boulder, we had we had people that were working at the local nuclear plutonium warhead factory assembling bombs, and then we had people who were protesting, protesting the bomb, and that just wasn't like allowed in the meeting, in the parking lot, anything. It was like not here because that's not what we're doing. We're just trying to quit drinking. And some places, opinions on outside issues. Sometimes, you'll go, like in Harry Berto probably knows about this. Like in Los Angeles, there are clubs in East LA and various where you're not allowed to wear if you have gang colors or biker colors or all that stuff, not allowed to wear them. And the bikers actually went and created their own AA clubs so they could wear their colors, but wearing gang colors to an AA meeting is kind of frowned upon. It's like antithetical to what we try to do here. You're right with SJT. You don't have that. You don't wear like Luxembourg gang colors, do you, in Luxembourg?
No, I'm in a motorcycle association, not a motorcycle club, but I would take my vest off if I were to go to an AA meeting.
Yeah.
That doesn't fit in. Yeah.
All right, moving on. Our public relations policy is based on attraction rather than promotion. We need always maintain personal anonymity at the level of press, radio, and films, or internet or anything like that. So if you'll notice, like my name here says Jann S. We always put people's first name, last initial. If you look at our YouTube podcasts, the only thing it'll say is Chair Jann S. And there's no pictures. You go on YouTube, you'll see some people will say I'm, Bob from AA, and then there he is, full on in the camera, telling you all about the AA program. The only problem is what happens if Bob gets drunk, and he drives his motorcycle into a 7-Eleven and he gets arrested, and then the headline page on the LA Times is Bob from AA podcast arrested for driving Harley through 7-Eleven, kills dog. The dog lovers will hate him. And anyways, that's why we don't do it. Anonymity is the spiritual foundation of all our traditions, ever reminding us to place principles before personalities. So anonymity, okay, it's the spiritual foundation, which is do something for someone, but don't attach your name to it. Do it, and you don't have to get credit for it. Ever reminding us principles before personalities. So the principles are everything we've just talked about, AA. Our primary purpose is to help other alcoholics get sober and stay sober. That's why you'll see in anything that we do here or that I do, only my first name and initials attached. Or if you look at our podcast, people don't even know you're here. So we pretty much follow that, the anonymity principle, all the way down. JT, you got anything else to say about the traditions here? Oh, I'm sorry, you're muted. Yeah.
One of my sponsor years ago, he was an old school big book thumper, and he had a photocopy of the original.
Yeah.
And I think it's worth mentioning it. Edition 1, didn't it say the only requirement is an honest desire to stop drinking?
I guess they changed that, yeah.
And they
Now
deleted
you don't.
that.
Now you can have a dishonest desire.
Okay,
All right.
so
who came with a dishonest? All right. Let's go ask Preston. How about you? And your feedback on the traditions? Anything? We can't hear you. Something happened to your audio. Okay, I'm going to go over to Aaron. Hey, Aaron, how about you? You've been in and around AA for a while. What sticks out as you a singular?
As the most important?
Sure
I
thing,
think
yeah.
probably 12.
Okay. Spiritual anonymities. Why so?
Because I like what I interpreted that different prior to what you just said, and I like what you just said that it's about giving back and doing something nice for somebody else and not having to get credit for it.
That's right, yeah. I learned that right away when I came here, and I thought, oh, okay.
Mhm.
You know, perfect. Okay. Let's go over to Lisa. How about you, Lisa?
Oh,
Just a second, Jeff.
I'm
Sure.
actually in agreement, who was it, with Erin. All of you nailed it spot on. I'd rather, do things with anonymity.
Yeah.
And, I don't really need the recognition of it or a personality involved with it, but, yeah.
Okay, perfect. Jeff, you and the traditions, anything that stands out? Oh, sorry, Jeff, you're muted. Apologize. You're gonna have to unmute.
Jan, Jeff Alcoholic, could you take us back to 10 for a minute and explain to us, I think we all need to hear the act about the Washingtonians and why this relates so much to who they were and how popular they got and how they destroyed themselves because of they didn't have like a 10. Could you tell us that?
Well, 10 and 12. Just the Washingtonians were a group in the 1890s. They were a sobriety movement. They took pledges, they had parades, and they all got sober. There were thousands of them. And then one by one, they all started to drink again, and they all went back to drinking. And the movement. So AA learned from the mistakes of the Washingtonians. Let's keep moving. How about you, Emily? You got anything on this? The 12 traditions? Anything stand out for you?
Well, I was just thinking about like when I went to rehab and everyone is the same, everyone is on the same playing field.
And
And
okay.
that, nobody's talking about their jobs or their professions
All right.
so I don't know which number that is, but
All of them? Yeah, I think it's anonymity. Yeah, definitely.
Like,
All right, good. Okay, how about Lori, you?
Hi, Lori. Yeah, definitely anonymity for me too. I think that's really important.
Okay, why?
Well, I just hear too many people talking about other people, especially being in an RV park.
Oh,
you know, they point out, oh yeah, they're in AA, they're in AA. Well, I think it's nobody's
oh.
business.
Yeah, we don't allow that here. Like if somebody has a mishap or whatever, we generally we don't talk about that here. Or if we actually don't. Now the only in our what's called co-host readers group, which is the background behind the scenes group where we try to help people or figure out who the Zoom bombers are. But that's not really a meeting. There's like 4 or 5 people where we will address certain things going on. But like in the meeting itself, no, we keep it right down to for the most part, what our recovery, and no, we don't. We really don't get to gossip about people here in this meeting. That's kind of course, this is a class. This meeting is like, it has such a pointed function. We're doing like today, we're talking about the traditions. Yesterday we talked about the 5 slogans. So it's like, yeah, we just don't have time for gossip. So I like that. Perfect. Dempsey in Atlanta. How about you? What'd you get out of this? You have to unmute. There you go. I know you're working on day 1, but you can share.
Hey, hey everybody. I don't know, I'm sort of in the thick of it right now, so
Well, listen, I just want to tell you, we're glad you're here, and you're welcome to come. Just come for 5 days, okay? And we can help you out.
yeah.
All right? Yeah.
I mean, the traditions are great, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, I don't know what to say.
Do you have a primary care physician?
I do.
Have you seen him or her to help you get
Yes.
through the withdrawal
Yeah.
period? What
I
are you
have, sorry.
are you taking anything for your withdrawals?
Well, I'm no, just water, but I have a sort of like a coach person who's helping me, and yeah.
Well, here, let me just tell you this, okay? So our suggestions in this meeting to you, Newcomers Slippers Step Workshop, is make sure you check in with your primary care physician. Okay. I used to run the Alcohol Recovery Center here in Boulder. I ran the night shift. So in our meeting, this meeting, we get a lot of new people who are detoxing like you. So we always recommend you check in with your primary care physician. If you have a blood pressure cuff, do you have a blood pressure cuff? Check your blood pressure.
I don't.
Check your oxygen levels. If you're feeling really sick, go to the ER. You can get they do medical detoxes, especially in Atlanta. Medical detoxes.
I was throwing up a little bit, but I think I don't know.
Well, the thing is that sometimes withdrawals or detox sneak right up on you, and you end up with all kinds of things happening. And I've seen it: stroke, heart attack, all kinds of stuff. I've seen people 30 years old just fall over. So check. Do you have a primary care physician?
I mean, I have one, yeah, but it's,
What?
it's not office hours right now.
Well, or you probably call them. Sometimes they'll give you something to help you withdraw, and that's it's something to keep your nerves from coming apart. So you want to address the medical part. And if you start shaking apart tonight and coming out really bad, go over to the ER, or put the phone call in to your primary care. They always have somebody on duty. Greg, how about you? What do you have to say about the traditions? I'm sorry, here, I'll unmute you again.
Yes, thanks for the meeting. Welcome to the newcomers. I mean, seriously. Yeah, I love tradition 1 and 5. I mean, without unity, AA dies in tradition 1.
Okay.
The group must survive or the individual will not, We must live and work together as groups. And then it kind of goes on with tradition 5, we have to help each other to stay. Sobriety has to be kept. We have to give it a way to keep it. And like you were just helping the newcomer there, that's how we keep, that's how it works, this program. We can't keep it until we give it away. And that's priceless,
Perfect.
you know? Yep.
All right, man.
Thank you,
Perfect.
guys.
Thank you. Yeah. Right on. Spot on. Okay. Caitlin, how about you? Your thoughts on our traditions?
I like the traditions. I agree well with 3 because you have to have the personal desire, and then also number 5 as well.
Okay, 3, the only requirement, desire to stop drinking, and then 5, a primary purpose. You carry the message to the alcoholic who still suffers. All right, perfect. Like it. Here we go. Let's go to Clay in Utah. 6 years. Go ahead, Clay.
You know, my thing with the traditions is it's hard for me to I try to take them and interpret them how I live my life, not just as the group. I find them to be very powerful instructions for life.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Sometimes that's where we get snagged. We think we're doing perfectly, and then we come right up against the traditions and just go out and take a flamethrower to the world. All right, glad you're here. Let's see here. Roger, and hey, Roger in South Australia. Oh, did you say you were driving? I think you did, huh? All right, I'll go to Patricia. How about you, Patricia? These traditions.
Hi there. Okay. My video is acting a little funky.
You look like
But
you're in a flying saucer.
no, that's the Enterprise.
Oh, I see. Okay. Excuse me. Go ahead. Anything on the traditions?
Yeah, I have a few of them, and I'm just wondering about, I'm a marketing person, so when it says something like, we're supposed to be anonymous and all that kind of good
Yeah.
stuff, I know what we're doing, and that's really good. But I also wonder,
All right, here, let me answer your question. Public relations policy based on attraction rather than promotion. We need to always maintain personal anonymity at the level of press, radio, and film. So AA does go out and give talks. We have every central office has a little department. So you'll see us sometimes sometimes there'll be a booth or a tent at a fair, or sometimes we'll speak at schools or what, et cetera. So that's kind of how we do it. It's not a secret society. But so that's sort of how we do that. Let's move on to who the hell's next here? Richard. Stacy, how about you on the traditions? Jan to Stacy.
Hello,
Everybody
Stacy, alcoholic.
Yep.
For me, it's just number 3, really, because when I first came into it, that's all I had, and I didn't know what I was doing. And I think that's so important that you don't have to jump through hoops. All you have to do is be willing to quit drinking and really want it.
That too, and then there are the other 11. So we study those, learn about them. Sam in Virginia, your thought on traditions.
Hey Jan, Sam, alcoholic. Yeah, for me, the traditions are essentially the foundations, the cultural foundations of AA. They're paramount for what we are, what we do. But the one that sticks out the most to me is the 5th tradition, because I mean that's the whole basis of AA. We're trying to deliver the message to those who are still suffering.
Yeah.
We always welcome those who need help, those who want to stop drinking, those who want to take control and get the help they need to survive for themselves and their families.
Perfect. Over to Harry Berto. Your take on the traditions. How's it going, Harry Berto? You're in California. How many days sober are you? Harry Berto.
Oh,
You with it? Are you
the
with us?
desire to stop drinking, probably the desire to stop drinking, because a lot of people either don't want to, or for whatever reason, either their ego or their pride, they think they're too much of a man. But I mean, I don't know, because I know people like that. They're like, I'm not gonna stop drinking. They have a problem, but they don't want to realize that they do, or they don't think they do.
Well, the first one is the simple desire. The only requirement for membership is a desire to stop drinking. So that's kind of it. You know, we have people that come here and I'll ask them, are you an alcoholic? And they'll say, I don't think so. And I'm like, why are you here? Because the judge made me come. Okay. So, and then here we just bend over backwards. So like somebody says, I just want to come. I need to get my paper signed for court. I'm like, okay, no problem. And then they keep coming. And then we just talk to them a little bit. Talk about how much do you have to drink. I only drink a quart and a half a day plus shoot speed, eat Benzedrine, and I take acid once a week as a religious ceremony. I'm like, well, that's just wonderful. How's your life going? Well, not great because I'm in jail. Okay. How many days you got?
I forgot counting. I forgot. I forgot. I think I have 92 today. Yeah, 92.
92. All right. That's it. We're done. Rebecca's driving, and well, we're finished for today. Tomorrow we'll get back to regular classroom work. So we just went through the 12 traditions of Alcoholics Anonymous, short form. We meet every day right here, same time, same bat time, same bat channel. Come here for 5 days in a row, if you want to, and you know, we'll see if we can help you out. So Robert's walking around. Did you want to say something about the traditions, Robert?
Rubber alcoholic of many sorts. What I've learned about the traditions, I can affect them in not just in their program, but in life and dealing with family and stuff. So for me, the steps are like me committing suicide, and the tradition keeps me from committing homicide. And you
Well,
know,
that
having a home group, and you know, I'm actually going through a pamphlet right now. It goes over the traditions and stuff. But you know, we got to continue to carry the message, and there's some stuff that needs to be brought up at our business meeting, which, you know, GSR gets to do that.
perfect. Over to Lisa. Lisa, you want to read the promises on page 83? She gets up, runs for her book. Back. Page 83. If we're painstaking about this phase of our development. Okay. Are you good? Do you know where you are? You have to unmute. Oh, sorry, you're muted. You're still muted. I apologize. There you go.
Sorry, I was muted. Okay, if we are painstaking about this phase of our development, we will be amazed before we are halfway through. We are going to know a new freedom and new happiness. We will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. We will comprehend the word serenity and we will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook upon life will change. Fear of people and economic insecurity will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we cannot do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises? We think not. They are being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. They will always materialize if we work for them.
All right, perfect. That's it right there. Perfect. So let's see. Here comes the serenity prayer. It goes like this. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So this meeting's officially over. And anybody has any questions about AA or this meeting,